It is day 3 reading. You need to grab your ready book. We are going to turn to page 134. If at any time this video is going too fast for you, just go ahead and pause it. So we're working on determining the theme of a story. So we're going to be reading about bravery and exploring themes in this next section. So we've talked about the themes before our Christmas break. And remember, themes are the big picture. Things that you can apply to your life, at home, at work, at school. And some common themes are stand up for your beliefs, there's no place like home, hard work usually pays off. They all express a message or valuable lesson about life. So we're going to go to the learning target. I'm going to read it. Please follow along. Using details in the text to identify the theme of a story will help you understand the story's important message or lesson. So this is the author wanting you to enjoy their stories, but also learn something about life from what happens in the story. Read. Most story authors want to share an important message or lesson about people or life called the theme. Normally, authors do not state the theme directly. Instead, they expect their readers to infer the theme from what happens in the story. So usually you're not going to see where it says the theme of the story is stand up for your beliefs. You're going to have to infer. That's where you take the knowledge that's in the text and put it with what you already know that's in your brain. Next paragraph. To figure out the theme of a story, look for details that show what the characters do, say, think, and feel. Think about how the characters solve their problems and what can be learned from their experiences. We got the directions. Read the cartoon below. Find details that help you figure out the theme shown in the cartoon. So go ahead and take a second and read the cartoon. Okay, let's go to the next page, 135. The think on the top. What have you learned about how details help you to develop the theme of a story? Think about the important details you identified in the cartoon. Complete the theme chart to identify the theme of the cartoon. So right here it says, who is the character? Well, in the comic strip, we know that it was a boy. And when I look at him, I can tell that he is scared. His mouth is turned down, he has his hands against his face, and it looks like his knees are knocking. So, I'm going to write he, and you write along with me, is a scared young boy. Make sure you start with a capital, end with a period. We'll follow the arrow down. This box says, what is the character's problem? Well, he's on the top of a water slide. He's got his bathing trunks on and a life jacket, and he's thinking, I've never done this before. So he's telling us he's never gone down a water slide before. So that's his problem. Make sure you write what I write. If we follow the arrow, we go to our top right box. It says, what does the character learn? Looking at the cartoon, he's saying, well, that was fun. I can't wait to go again. So he started out scared, and now he learns that the slide isn't scary, but it is fun. Then we follow the arrow to the last box. It says, what is the theme of the cartoon? Now remember, we're not going to say the boy anything. It's got to be big picture. It's got to be something we can apply to many different things. Also remember that your neighbor could come up with a slightly different theme than you do, and that's okay too. So I could personally think of two. Here the boy, he's never done it before. So I know that there's a theme, it takes courage to try new things. At the end of the cartoon where he's happy, another theme could be facing your fears can be rewarding. So I'm going to write both of those down. I want you to also. Now, if you came up with one that was different, please feel free to add it down here, and I will take a look at it when you return it to school. So what I want you to remember about theme is when you read a story, think about what happens to the main character and ask yourself, what did the character learn from his or her experiences? And I also want you to think about the important events in the story, because that's going to help you figure out or infer the theme, which in turn will give you a deeper understanding of the story. And that's what we're doing this year in 4th grade, is really comprehending, understanding what it is we're reading. So, we are done with our reading lesson for today. If you could all read for 20 minutes, that would be phenomenal. I don't care what it is you read. And right here on your paper, make a little star and then write down what it was that you read for 20 minutes. Okay, I will talk to you tomorrow.